Hi, this is Katie. Christmas is coming, so I wanted to do a little video today about Christmas, specifically just to plant a seed about the way we think about food at Christmas. Last week I had a Christmas lunch with some colleagues and it was interesting. I was sitting next to this woman and she said at the end of the meal, I'm so pleased to see that you eat normally. I was worried that you were going to order a lettuce leaf and then I wouldn't have known what I was going to eat. And I thought, that's so funny. um, yeah, I'm a dietitian, but I love food. And one of my most favorite times of the year is Christmas time because of all the food at Christmas. I love having the different types of food that I don't usually have throughout the year. And it's so special because I don't regularly eat these treat foods throughout the year. So people often find themselves putting a lot of judgment on food and labeling it as, oh, that's a bad food and that's a good food. And if you're a client of mine, you would have heard me talk about this a lot because one of the things that I help people with in Impact Nutrition is really looking at your attitude towards food. So what's attitude? It's a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and therefore your actions and what you do with food. And that largely comes down towards, comes from the beliefs that you have in your heart about food and health. And I think one of the key things to think about is that there are so many reasons why we eat. Obviously, if you're a nutritionist and a personal trainer, then the motivation for health is very high in terms of what is triggering your food choices. But what we have to accept is that ultimately we have to enjoy the food that we eat. We have to get some kind of positive feeling from eating the food. Otherwise, what's going to drive us to do it? Food is very powerful for our survival. So we have to have a positive association with that. And it can be very difficult if you have, for example, a digestive health issue or you're overweight and you've struggled with food because the effect is you get a symptom or you're noticing over time that your body fat levels are going up and people can feel quite conflicted. So whenever we're moving in the direction we want to go with our health, it's really important to think about how we are feeling with food because we actually want to be feeling good every day with regards to food and what we're eating. So when Christmas comes up, people can feel a bit strange because they love this time of year and they love the food, but they have these feelings of guilt associated when they make a food choice. So I think probably what we need to do is we need to think about stopping this negative kind of judgment labeling food as good or bad. And how to do that is you first have to take a look at how you are thinking. What is your attitude towards food? And begin to observe observe your attitude with food. So you can start observing your actions. You can notice around this time of year, what are you doing with food in all the different situations? And therefore, then you can start also looking at your thoughts and your feelings and really observe what kind of food mindset you have and how whether you're being judgmental or not with food. And then once you have that and you're aware of that, then you can start thinking, well, what results am I getting with my health, and appreciate the role that food plays in this outcome. Okay, so this is a really good exercise, and I feel that this time of year, I'm recording this on the 4th of December, is a perfect opportunity to observe without judgment your food attitude this time of year. So I think people are becoming more aware. I'm certainly getting a lot of inquiries, people wanting to come in and have assessments and nutrition plans this time of year because they feel like, I really need to do something about this. So I wanted to record this video for you so that you can think about your food attitude and really enjoy the food that you're having over Christmas and New Year and there's no reason why you should be labeling it as good or bad. Always bear in mind that if you are having a treat food, you want to have like the best quality treat food that you can have. That's going to ultimately contain more nutrition than something that's not so good quality. So I hope this helps you. It certainly helps me to reflect over this time of year. So Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.